Hello, everybody. There was a little bit of a moment where I freezed, but I'm good now. Hi, everyone. A good morning, a good day, a good afternoon, a good evening, and a good night. No matter what time it may be, I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday so far, or week so far. Hi, everyone. Hello. I am here. I have my water. I have my food. I am ready. Hi Ray. Hello everybody. Hi Ame. I'm drawing and watching the stream, and sorry, but my English isn't very good. I speak Spanish. Oh, that's okay. That's alright. I think your English is very good. Welcome in, Ame. Hello there. Nice to meet you. Hi Silva. Hello Prague. Hi Raphael. Nice to see you again. Welcome, welcome. But yes, I am here. I'm back, and we have a collab today, but the collab isn't happening until later tonight. And so, yeah, we're gonna be chilling for the first half of stream together. Dame, on what? Oh! Fine. I guess I won't ask to give me an egg, okay? Fine. I guess I won't ask for an egg. It's okay, whatever. I don't care. I don't need an egg today, you know. Just kidding. I'm gonna say, dame or horrible. I can't. I just, you know. Yeah, I know a little bit Spanish. I know like, hola, ¿cómo estás? Right? Oh. Hi, Eric. Hello. I have a reason why I'm demanding for an egg. Okay. All right. Okay, it's because it's because someone on the YouTube side, they were saying that essentially they wanted to, or no, they only spoke Spanish. And then Turley, she made the comment. She said, oh yeah, she knows a lot of Spanish. She says huevos all the time, right? And so I was gonna say, dame un huevo, like, you know, Weskers, give me an egg. You won't give me an egg. But yeah, I got jailed, you know. But I was like, I'm still gonna say it anyway. And so yeah, that's the context. Hi Eric, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Looking forward to the collab later. But can we get a shout out for Eric, please? Go check him out, guys. Okay, he's gonna do some dailies, I'm pretty sure, some dailies, and then he'll also be in the Mobble Wobbles that we're playing in later today. And he's also been playing Danganronpa. If you guys want to check out his Danganronpa gameplay, he's currently on chapter 3. Yippee! So exciting! Congrats on fatherhood. Thank you, Soup. Thank you. Hi Etsy, welcome on in. I know, funny live events. Can we also get a shout out for Twirly as well, please? Twirly is also an amazing friend of mine. I love her so much, and she has a PO box that she just opened actually again. But the PO box is exclusive, and so if you want some exclusive access to her PO box, you have to ask her, okay, guys? All right, send her some gifts. What the heck, Twirly? Excuse me, that's not your PO box address. Excuse me. Hi, Lysloth. I'm very, very sure that you don't look like your avatar. Yeah, I don't think I have bunny ears, you know, IRL, unfortunately. Yeah. Are you AI? I am not AI. I'm a real grill. I'm a grill, guys. Yeah, exclusive. Ooh. Yeah, sorry. I don't actually have a bunny ears, IRL, shall we? Well played. Yeah, she thinks she got me. Yeah. Are you a woman? Yes, I am a woman. Yes. I'm a grill. People still say that. People still be like, are you a grill? Are you a grill? How do we know? I mean, I don't know. I don't think there's a way for me to prove that I'm a girl, you know? Aside from me saying that I'm a girl, and you have to believe me, okay? Oh my god, Turley. She She's a girl sizzle. Okay, alright, Charlie. Wait. I'm gonna post the emote there. Oh my goodness. Also, let me see. Did I do this? I think I did. Okay. Alright. Hi, Hoshikawa! Welcome in! Hello! I just connected the dots that you're Miss Claire, but thank you for the tarot readings and TSV. Of course! It is my pleasure! Yeah, so... Yeah, to give people some context. Actually, so for you guys, right? For you, Hoshikawa, and the other guys, I actually saw Kizmi's stream, actually, recommended to me on my Twitch before I started stream today. And so I popped into Kizmi's stream, and I was like, oh, what the heck? It's all you guys. It's a bunch of guys from TSV Minecraft server voicing the guys from Nekopata, Catboy's Paradise. And so I was really excited because I always do this. Every time after RP events, I always forget to look for the people that I was in the RP server with and follow them so I can keep in contact with them, right? And so I'm really happy. I'm really happy that Twitch decided to like push Kizmi's stream today. So that way I was able to, you know, follow Kizmi and then follow the rest of you guys. But thank you for stopping in, Hoshikawa. It was really fun. It was really fun to hear you guys voice the cat boys from Nekopata for a little bit. So thank you for popping in. And it's a pleasure. It was a pleasure for me to do readings for you guys. As always, like I say, I do readings outside of clairvoyance. Like me as Elveira or Elv, I do also do readings. And so if you guys ever want readings, just hit me up, okay? Don't be shy. Feel free to ask in the DMs. And I'll be more than happy to do another reading. Yeah, go check out Hoshikawa, guys. Yeah, right now. I don't know if they're still doing it. Oh, no, they are. Go check out Hoshikawa and check out Kizmi. Yeah, Kizmi is... I think it's Kizmi and Milo that are currently streaming right now. Their POV of Nekopata. But yeah, I was watching that a little bit before stream started. I was like, wait a minute. I recognize these names here. Oh, here. I'll do it. I'll do the shout out. Kizmi. Kizmi Chopper. His skin in Minecraft was originally Chopper from One Piece, and he was RPing as like Chopper, but in a weird, like goofy way. And so after that little bit, I didn't see him for like the longest time, and then I saw him as like part of the mole people, and he was like the mole prince, or like the chud member of the guild, and I was just like, what the heck? But yeah, Kizmi and Hoshikawa and the others were really fun to RP with, so go check them out if you guys have not already, okay? Donatello, I thought you were a Raphael, Alfie. What happened? Hi, Willow. Welcome on in. Hi, Delma. No, I'm not doing a cover today. The cover command is just for my covers in case people want to check out my latest cover. But no, today I'm going to be I'm going to be playing some more Magical Princess because I may be a little addicted. I don't know. I was thinking about it because we have like about 4 hours-ish, 3.5 hours-ish until the Mobble Wobbles collab, and so I was like, do I play more Magical Princess? Do I play Lodestar? I don't know. I have it set for Magical Princess, but we'll see. We'll see what happens as we chat some more. No, Nekopata, like the one that I played one year for Valentine's Day. Yeah, Catboy's Paradise. They're all voicing it in there right now on their stream live. But I think only Milo and Kizmi are streaming. You're a bunny girl. I love this concept. Thank you so much. Do you do model commissions? I don't do model commissions, but if you go on Twitter, there's a lot of people that do model commissions. Thank you for the shoutouts as well, Turley. Thank you. Hi, Bio. Yeah. Is this where all the fun happens? You have to... Actually, no. Yeah, you're on the right side. It's always the YouTube Shorts side that has like the diabolical comments sometimes. Hi, Nimby. Good evening. Hi, George. Hello, Sin. Nice to see you again. Hi, Caroline. Welcome on in as well. Hello there. Claire was just a friend of everyone on that server. It was really nice. I had a lot of fun talking with a lot of people on that server. So, yeah, I really am glad to be able to, you know, be recommended people from that server. Because once again, sometimes I just completely forget to follow up and check out the pilots behind the characters. And so I'm really grateful that Twitch does its thing correctly. And I'm just like, wow, I get to find the friendos that I made through the server. I actually thought you decided to play Pragmata suddenly when oh no. Yeah, it's the same game that I played yesterday. It's the Magical Princess, where you are the father of a daughter and you can essentially go through like a life sim with your daughter, but you like tell her what classes to go to, you tell her what to do. She has like morality percentage, and then there's like 40 endings, I want to say. And so yeah. What are you gonna play today? I was gonna play some Magical Princess. Yeah. Can I riz her? No, thank you. No riz, please. Only the girlies can riz me. Okay. Thank you very much, Flacco. Thank you, but no thank you. I recently got the Platinum Trophy for A Hat in Time. Oh, I have never played A Hat in Time, but there's one theme from A Hat in Time that I really, really like. And I feel like there's a lot of games I didn't play, but the music, though, is like my cup of tea. Here, let me pull it up. A Hat in Time. Let me pull it up here. Okay. Oh wow, quite a number of y'all actually thought I was gonna play Pragmata? But no, yeah. I was gonna play Magical Princess. Okay. So I paused the music. I remember I stumbled upon this theme like years ago all of a sudden, and I was like, wait a minute. I kind of like it a lot. So much to the point where I almost played it, but it's this theme right here. This one. This one, I think it's called Peace and Tranquility. But I was like, wait, this theme is kind of really good. And so, because of this theme, I really wanted to play it, but I haven't played it to this day. So, maybe someday I'll play it, but I don't know. It's just such a pretty OST. Okay, Silva. Okay. Not the Elveira is daddy. But there's a part of the song that's really pretty here. Ready? It's like the drop. It's so good. I love it. I was like, wow. But yeah, that theme was enough to sell me on playing the game. I just never got around to it, but I really like the theme. I don't know what the theme is from, but I don't know, it's just so pretty. And I was like, okay. And unironically, I used to listen to this theme all the time, just whenever I was working or if I was doing stuff like just prepping for stream, or if it was like I guess sort of like a late night type of thing. There's like another slowed down version that someone made as well. Let me see if I can find that one. Oh, this one. So I used to listen to this one when I was, I guess, like sleep deprived and I couldn't fall asleep, and I would listen to this version of it right here. It's like a slowed down version of the song. Whoa. Wait, this one, video has 1.3 million views. But I was like, dang, this is nice. Very chill, especially for late night stuff. It did get lo-fi'd. Yeah, here, I'll link it to y'all. The video is kind of warbly too, so you're like, whoa. But yeah, this theme was like my favorite theme for the longest time, even though I never played the game. There you go. That's the link right there. Yeah. I don't know if that's copyright though, so I don't want to play it for too long, but yep. That's all I know from A Hat in Time, but hopefully someday I get to try it out, like I said. But yeah, really pretty OST. Alright, back to our regularly scheduled program. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you so much. Hi, Zex. Welcome on in. Hello there. I don't think I need to know that about your little bro. Yeah, you know, a lot of people like Zenless Zone Zero for many reasons, and I don't think I need to know that your little bro does that to ZZZ, you know, but it's just, yeah, you know, it's the internet, I guess. Hi Echo, welcome in. Let me see. Welcome to actually, unironically, Wii Sports was also really good. I love the Wii Sports theme. Wii Sports theme is El Clásico. Yes. Have you played American Idol? I have not played American Idol. I didn't even know American Idol had like a game that you could play on console. I just know for American Idol, I just watch the show and that's it. Hi Yatsi! Yeah, the theme from the assist. Oh, is that where it's from? I don't know what that means. Do you got an RRU voice? I don't know if I'd call my voice an RRU voice, but this is my real voice before people start asking like, oh, is this your real voice? Is this voice your voice but voice modulated? No, it's my voice. It's me. Yes, I live in the US of A. I did notice you, Zex, but as my chat rules say, please do not spam, because if you do spam, my mods are gonna bonk you, okay? I'm going to be like, mods! And then they're gonna bonk you. So please follow the rules, okay? And if you see people with the shield icon in the chat, you know, telling you not to do something, I'd be smart to heed their advice, okay? Just that little tip. I live in the UK. Oh, nice. I've always wanted to go visit Europe. I've only been to Asia for out of country. Oh, actually, no, I've been to Canada, I guess, right? As well as Asia for like the out of country places that I've gone to. And so, yeah, I've always wanted to try going to Europe. It hasn't been like a top priority of mine to go visit Europe, but yeah, it's like one of the places where I'm like, I'd be down to go visit someday. No, I've never been to Australia either. I was supposed to go visit Australia to visit my family. And so, yeah, I've never been to Australia either. I want to, though. I want to go to Australia. But yeah, I think there was one time where my family actually over there invited me to go visit for the summer. But the thing is, they wanted Bro Vera and I to like work on their farm for the summer that we were there. And Mom Vera was like, yeah, I don't think so. And it rubbed her like the wrong way. She was like, why can't they just visit without working on the farm for them, you know? And so I didn't go. But at that time, though, I was like, what, in high school, I want to say? So Mom Vera was like, it's okay. My mom's a bit overprotective. And so, yeah, she didn't feel comfortable with Bro Vera and I going by ourselves all the way to Australia, which is understandable. We were still minors at the time, right? So, yeah. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for the subs, by the way, on the YouTube side. Thank you. Let me see. Oh no, don't worry, Zex. I saw it. Thank you. Thank you so much. No, yeah, I've never been to visit. I've only gone to, yeah, places in Asia, and then I've been to Canada, outside of the States. It's so weird though, because we're gonna go to that, you know, Hawaii for the wedding for our friend, right? But I don't know. Hawaii just feels like it's out of the States. I know it's not, but it feels like it. It feels like a, you know, like you're going to like the Bahamas or something. But yeah, it's going to be like the first tropical place that I've been to in terms of like, when you think of like the Bahamas or you think of like Hawaii, you know? Thank you for the water. I actually just hiccuped. How'd you know? How'd you know I was going to hiccup? What was that timing? That was too perfect. Thank you. Have lots of fun in Hawaii, thank you. Yeah, we're going there for the wedding. So I think it's only going to be like a weekend trip type of thing. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be... I don't know what to wear. I have like a couple of floral dresses, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get like a dress in Hawaii. Because there's like a theme. There's a theme for like the color, but I think a lot of people... They were saying that when it comes to like Hawaii themed weddings, a lot of times people just wear tropical stuff. And so I have a lot of floral dresses. I think they're too dressy for like a beach wedding. Well, actually, no, it's not a beach wedding. It's at a country club, but it is in Hawaii. So I kind of want to... maybe I'll find like a silk dress or something like that. Something light enough that it won't really get hot if I do get sweaty from the heat. And the sunscreen, because you gotta put on sunscreen, you know, in Hawaii. So I want to find something that's like light, but still maybe not floral themed, but I know the concept is sage green. Sage green is like the color. And so I'm like, okay, I have a couple ideas in mind. Man, there was actually a dress that I was looking for an event not too long ago. And I found a dress, 2 of them actually, that were in sage green. But they sold out of like the smaller sizes. And so unfortunately, if it's like medium or bigger for dresses, at least for like American dresses, I can't wear them because they're too big for me. And so I might have to look for a dress from like Japan or something. It's crazy though. I didn't talk about this, but I bought some dresses last year from Japan, right? Because a lot of times when I buy stuff, I like to buy clothes from Japan or just like overseas, because a lot of their clothing in like Japan or in Asia fit more to me, like my body, right? Because I'm Asian. And so a lot of times they cater more towards like, you know, the body types of the people that live there. And so for me, whenever I buy clothes from Japan, they fit me perfectly, which I'm very grateful for, because it makes shopping for clothes online a whole lot easier. And so I was testing it. I was like, okay, with Yes Style, I've gotten dresses before, but sometimes they still tend to be a bit too long. And so I found this website, this like Japanese only website for clothes. Captain Sawyer, thank you so much for the resub at 32 months. Hey, I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay as a tea bun. Can we get some love and some hype in the chat, please, for Captain Sawyer's resub at 32 months? Thank you. Thank you, Captain Sawyer. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Pro Girl Gamer. Hello there. Welcome on in, Regina. Hi, Kudai. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, so I bought like a dress or two from this Japanese website. And the dresses fit perfectly. And I'm just like, yes! Because I feel like for me, a lot of times when I buy dresses here in the States, I need to go for like a shorter dress, unfortunately. Because when they're longer, they're too long. And so I have to get them like tailored. So I was really hoping that with the dresses that I found on the Japan website, I would not have to tailor it. And thankfully, the dresses that I got from that website are perfect. They actually go down to exactly where I want them to go for my dress length. And so I'm really happy about that. So maybe I'll go on that website and look for like a sage green dress on there. But yeah, I wish that there were more Japanese clothes, at least like focused stores here in the US. But yeah, I don't really see those. Are we only going to talk about Japan dresses? No, I talk about a lot of things. I bounce from topic to topic. And so I can talk about anime. I can talk about K-pop. I can talk about dresses. It's just, I was just talking about the wedding that I have to go to in the summer. So it just kind of came up. But I can talk about anything. I'm a yapper, okay? So don't you worry. I can talk about a lot of stuff. You love Japan? Yeah, Japan's really nice. Japan's a really nice spot to go to if you want to go on vacation. A lot of people like going there. But yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Let me look at this website real quick to see what kind of dresses they got. But yeah. How about you guys? Have you ever gone to Hawaii? And if so, what did you wear in Hawaii? You want to go to Korea? Yeah, I want to go to Korea one day as well. That'd be fun. Oh, you're a yapper too? Okay, perfect. Hi, Isekai. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. Japan is unreal. I hope to go there someday. Yeah, I hope you guys get a chance to. It's really nice. I think everyone should at least go out of the country at least once in their life. Whether it's like Japan or whether it's like to the US, if you haven't been to the US, or if it's to Europe, or if it's to, you know, South America, if it's to somewhere tropical. I think just in general, like being able to travel outside of your country and have a bit of culture shock really gives you insight on the world and just like how different it is, right? Because I feel like, you know, not saying this is what happens for everyone, but I feel like, you know, when you are only in your country, there is a bit of like a bit of, I guess, how do you say it? Like, I feel like you might be a bit more naive about some topics, right? Because I do know some people that are a bit more, how do you say, like self-centered. And so they think like, oh, because my country is like this, everywhere around the world works like this, right? And so I think it's really good just to get some insight and get some knowledge, you know, about different cultures around the world and how different places around the world are, right? Whether it's the food, whether it's their customs, whether it's just the way that they act, right? I think it's really eye-opening and it's a nice experience, you know? And for me, I was very grateful to be able to have that experience at a young age and throughout my life. And so, yeah, even now to this day, like even just like traveling outside of a state that I'm in the US, it's really fun. It's not like culture shock, but it is really fun to check out how different states are and just like different things in culture and the world. I don't know. I like learning, so it's really fun. Yes, Yellow Ring. Hi, Yellow Ring. Welcome in. Yeah, especially if you get to go outside of the tourist traps, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, for me, you know, like for example, like I remember I went to a Korean spa, like a traditional Korean spa, right? And I went to that in like New Jersey. There's a Korean spa in New Jersey. And it's like more reminiscent of like the Korean spas that you would see in the West Coast in like California. Or if you go to Korea, right, you have the ajumas and you have the ajishis that are like butt naked in the Korean spa. But that's just how it is, right, over there in their culture. They shower, they bathe naked, right, and it's a public space. And so, although, right, people like me from like the younger generations might not be familiar with it, it is eye-opening, you know, literally and also mentally, right? And so I don't know, it was fun. It was fun to like spend a day at the Korean spa just to be like, wow, this is cool. Learning about like the little tidbits that they had about how like Korean spas work, but also at the same time, just being able to relax and enjoy, you know, a spa in their culture, right? Hi, Crispy. Same here at Scandinavian country when taking a sauna. Yeah, like I think the Korean spa had a sauna. It had some baths. There was like a little infinity pool, which is kind of crazy, by the way. It was the first time and only time that I've been in an infinity pool. And then there's some other stuff too. But yeah, it was really nice just to kind of go through the, I guess, their recommended course of action for the Korean spa. But yeah, it was nice. Yeah, infinity pools are neat. It was kind of scary though, because I have a fear of heights. Not a huge fear of heights, but it was like a rooftop infinity pool right at the very top. And so it was kind of scary, you know? It was cool to see the water like go over the rail, or not rail, but I guess like over the glass. But at the same time, I was like, this is a little scary, guys. If there's too much water, we're gonna overflow like fish in the river. So I was like, I don't know if there's an infinity pool in this state that I'm in right now, but before, in the previous state that I lived in, I did not know about like any infinity pool, you know? So yeah, that was my first experience in New Jersey of an infinity pool at a Korean spa. I'm half asleep trying to stay awake for a second. No, you're fine. That's okay. Is it Angelique? You're fine. Yeah, if it's late for you guys are more than welcome to lurk and, you know, to sleep if you want to sleep. I know quite a number of people that fall asleep to my streams. There's no visa to have an infinity pool in my state. Maybe there's like a spa somewhere, you know? I like your character. Thank you. Do you know what my name means? Why? Because I was talking about ajishis and ajumas. I know some words in different languages, right? But I don't know enough to be able to like translate every word. So if that is Korean for your name, I don't know what that means. I've watched ASMR, so I'm a bit sleepy. Oh, I hope you get some rest then. Yeah, for me, actually, I used to just, watch like ASMR, like head spa ASMR, or I would just listen to music if I can't fall asleep. That's my little hack. Like, if I can't fall asleep, I'll either listen to music until I knock out, or I'll watch ASMR, which is usually head spas, you know, until I knock out. Or back in the day, okay, I used to like stay up and just watch anime until I got sleepy. I used to do the thing where I would watch like one episode a night before I went to sleep for the school day. And so, yeah, that was like, I don't know, that was really nice. Like, I remember that was like something I really liked, you know? I really enjoyed being able to wind down at the end of the night, you know, after school, after practice was over, after, you know, spending time with family, after getting a shower. I really, really treasure like that time of the night where I just have some time to, you know, do things I want to do, whether it's like spend time with friends or play games. And so I really enjoyed being able to watch anime, you know, like an episode a night on my laptop before I went to sleep. And this was like a time where I didn't really socialize a lot either. It was like before I met online friends. And so, yeah, I was just like, you know, unbothered introvert Elveira, just, you know, watching anime on her laptop before going back to school the next day. Thank you, Jay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Today, guess what? You got me. I'll tell you. I got a Fuddruckers. What is a Fuddruckers? What's that? Fuddruckers. What the heck? Oh, is that like a burger joint? What the heck? Whoa, that bun is like... Can I show you guys this picture? Hi, Norton Eric. Welcome on in. Hello there. This bun is like crazy. This is like the biggest bun I've ever seen in my life. In this picture here. What the heck? Look, 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 look. But yeah. Crazy. It's crazy to think about it. Like when I was younger, right? I didn't have online friends yet. And so the friends I had were in person that were okay. Like I had some nice friends. I had like a select few that I was really close to, but I don't know. It's just, I maybe it's the introverted side of me, but I really enjoy being able to just like watch anime and recharge the next day. Especially during high school, because high school drama, oh my god. Like when I think about it, right? Like high school drama was ridiculous. And it's kind of crazy how much drama there was. And the thing is, right? I don't know if it was my grade or what, but I remember there was like drama in the previous grade for me. And then there was drama in my grade. But then come to like a few years underneath me, right? They would tell me, they're like, yeah, we don't have any drama. For some reason, it's just you guys and the upperclassmen that all had drama, but they're like unbothered. They're like nonchalant. And I was like, oh, you know, the difference in, you know, generations. I feel like your grades last school had more drama than mine did. See, that's the thing though, right? Like that's why when I saw shows like Degrassi, I was like, wow, it's pretty accurate. I was like, that's pretty accurate to the American high schools, you know? And so, yeah, like I think it wasn't until like, yeah, the underclassmen beneath me, they had some drama too. But I think like a few years after that. And then my brother at some point, you know, he told me too about like his high school experience. And he still tells me to this day, he's like, yeah, sis, I feel like your grades, you guys just like all had drama. And we did not know any of that. And I was like, well, I'm glad. I'm really glad that you did not have to go through that drama. Because that was so annoying in high school. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm really glad that, you know, the underclassmen below me for a couple of years, including my brother at some point, did not have drama. No, it wasn't just my grade. It was like my grade. It was the seniors above me. It was the seniors above their seniors. Like there was just constantly drama from my freshman year all the way up until my senior year. And so, yeah, I don't know what happened, guys. I don't know why my generation was so drama-pilled, but there was drama. Like, intense drama. And do you love Totoro? Of course I do. I love Studio Ghibli. Yeah, Totoro is one of the classics when it comes to Studio Ghibli. Yeah. Totoro, Totoro. Do you like JJK? I do like Jujutsu Kaisen. Yes, I do. Remember, kids, no matter how much drama you've got between classes, there will always be more drama in the... Oh! I don't know about that, Yellow Ring. You would think there's more drama in the drama department, right? But oh man, we had like... It was crazy. Like when I tell you there was drama in my grade, I'm not kidding you. There was like even just like my senior year, right? There were friends that were best friends since like elementary school. And they were breaking up their friendships over boys. And I was like, ooh. And it's not like anything like, oh, they like the same guy, right? It was more so like they both were into like a different guy. But because of like their relationships, the drama started amongst like their friend groups. And then because of that, it ended up with them, you know, bickering with each other. And then that ended like their their like lifelong friendship right then and there in senior year. And I was just like, oh my, what? That's crazy. To be friends since like elementary school and then to break up before college. I didn't know as one, boys aren't worth losing. Not that I didn't know as one. Yeah, it's so funny, Yellow Ring. Degrassi's not based on my drama, but I will say my school did have teen pregnancy. My school did have shootings. My school did have like bomb threats. My school did have like love triangles, love pentagons, love triangles, and more. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. It was kind of wild when I think about it, you know? And so that's why I feel like, I don't know. Sometimes when I see drama nowadays on Twitter, I'm just like, okay, this is like high school drama again. You know, I'm okay with it. I'm gonna stay away from it. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay, guys. I've been through this once. Yeah, same here. Yeah, I had a couple of friends, yeah, that became, or not friends, classmates that also became teen moms. My school had people cracking each other. I've seen that a lot recently when people say like they're cracking each other. What does that mean? I forget. Should I ask? Maybe I should ask. Maybe I should ask. My friend broke up with her friend of like 7 or something years because her friend liked the post of a boy that she liked. Okay, so that was kind of crazy too. Like, I've seen posts all the time too where it's like, okay, there's a girl that has a boyfriend. And then the boyfriend cheats on the girl. But the girl gets mad at the other girl instead of like the boyfriend, right? And then the other girl is like unknowing of what's happening because, you know, the guy is the one that's like playing the two girls, right? And I'm just like, I don't think this person's getting mad at the right person. You know what I mean? It's like I'm like, or you know, I've seen that a lot recently. I've seen a lot where it's like the girl, she's like the one that got played, right? But then it's like, there's other scenarios that are a bit minor as well, like that situation where it's like, I saw this post where the girl was like, oh, this girl, friend of this guy, got mad at me because he liked her post on Instagram. And I was like, yeah, ma'am, I think you need to rethink the person that you should be mad at. I don't think you should be mad at the person making the post. I think you should be mad at your boyfriend for, you know, being the one to like the post. You know, I think the blame is on the wrong person. And so I've seen that happen many times where it's like the two friends, right? It's like they'll start being the one to like fight against each other, against a boy. But the boy is the one that like plays them instead. And so I'm like, yeah, I think you guys are getting mad at the wrong person. I'm like, hormones making... That's what I'm saying, right? It's like high school, understandable, right? But I still see that happening in this, like now, you know, like as adults for some people. And so I'm like, ooh, some people, they need to check themselves and, you know, their partners in that situation. I'm just glad I'm not in that stage. Yeah. I feel like, thankfully, I feel like a lot of people around, yeah, like my age are also out of that stage. But I still see it though, because when you're on Twitter and when you're on like YouTube and stuff or TikTok, you see a lot of like the younger generation, you know, doing that. But yeah, I don't know why. It's like, it's always a situation where it's like, it's two people in a relationship, right? And then it's an outsider. And then the partner always gets mad at the outsider instead of getting mad at their own partner, you know, for doing the thing that they did, you know? And I'm just like, good things I'm not as social as much. So yeah. That's why I think maybe with Degrassi, when I watched it, right, I was like, it isn't wild. But I remember some people that I talked to online, they would talk about it, right? They're like, Degrassi was kind of crazy. Are American schools really like that? And I'm just like, yes. I'm like, yeah, at least mine was like that. But I went to public school though. I don't know how it was for like private schools in terms of like the average private school and how similar it might have been to like a Degrassi. But in terms of like comparing like Degrassi being a public school versus like my public school experience, it's pretty similar, you know? Like my school, we had metal detectors at the front door. We had police officers patrolling the hallways on a daily basis, you know? And so, yeah, I'm just like, yep, it sounds about right. Thank you, Faith. Hi, Faith. Welcome on in. It's one thing to watch a show like that, but to experience it... Yeah. My public school was not like that at all. Oh, okay. But to be fair, so I think it also depends on the number, because my school, like I mentioned, we had like over 4,000 kids, okay? So I think just like in number-wise, right, just based off science and statistics, the more people that there are, the more likely that there's going to be crime and, you know, like drama or like any shenanigans. And so just based off number-wise, right, like for a school where it's like you have like what, 50 kids a grade versus like a school that has like 1,000 kids per grade, obviously just based off number-wise, there's more chance, right, of things to happen just based off probability. And so that's why I say for my school, right, with my high school having over like 4,000 kids, it's not a surprise for me that things happen. And I remember people used to be like, oh my God, you went to that school? How'd you survive? And I was like, it was pretty much just like any other school. It's just that because there's more people, there's more likely for things to happen. You know, same thing too with like different areas, right? It's just based off probability. There's more chance of things to happen because there's more people in this space. My graduating class had around 1,200. We had about 2,000 at the time that I was there. Yeah, exactly right. That's why I feel like I talk about it and it's like crazy to hear, but number-wise, I'm just like, it's not that surprising, I feel like. Hi, Wimbin. Welcome on in. Hello there. Welcome. Hi, Honeybee. Hello there to you, too. I think it depends on where you live, too. I think, yes, environment can play as a factor, but I don't know. Like, a lot of people would also say that, too. They're like, oh, you know, you went to that school that was in this area? Oh, my God. And I'm just like, I don't know. I was just like a regular neighborhood, guys. Like outside of school, it was just like a regular neighborhood. but it does heavily play though. I will say that. Like I as a teacher, right, I have seen it firsthand where like the environment that kids grow up in does play heavily into like how they can act in school as well, you know? My high school graduating class had about 500 students. My K through 8 graduating class had 24? What? Okay, that's wild. Yeah, my graduating class had like over 1,000 kids, and then my K through 8 had about like 60, I want to say, for the graduating class. Yeah, or not 60, maybe 100 if I think about it. My school was like in a rich neighborhood though, so I don't feel like it makes a difference. My school didn't have any metal detectors or police, etc. That's the thing though, right? Like I've been to a lot of like private schools as well. For me, as someone that was the boys manager, I went to every away game, and so there were some private schools where they had metal detectors. I've heard stories as well from some of like the teammates about their drama, and so that's why I'm like, I don't know if it really makes a difference if it was like a public school versus like a private school, you know? And so I think it just depends. It just depends on like the kids in that area, because like I said, I went to visit some private schools and it was kind of wild. Daddy Vera, is that my name now? I don't know if I like that though, because I call my dad Vera. But hi, Cian, welcome in. Hey, I prefer to be called Elf Lord. Thank you very much. Did you ever get detention? What do you guys think? Do you guys think I ever got detention? Do you think I ever was the type to get detention? I'm curious. I said daddy, but that's the thing though, right? I call my dad daddy. You know, like I call my dad daddy all throughout my life. Not as much anymore, but yeah, I when people say like daddy in that way, I'm just like, I don't feel comfortable. Because I call my dad that. I call my dad daddy, you know, like growing up. Nowadays, I just call him dad, right? But it's more so because people make the word daddy in that connotation that I'm like, okay, this is a little weird. In public, at least. Like if someone were to hear me say it, I'm like, yeah, maybe I don't want to say that anymore. But yeah, that's how I called my dad throughout my life. You want me? Yeah, call me Otosan. You can call me father. Father Elveira. You're too good for detention, but your school had demerit system, so I feel like you probably got it unintentionally. Oh, okay. So someone thinks I got it based off demerit system. Okay, alright. Pro girl gamer, you say I don't think you ever got attention. Okay. Alright. Once in You detention maybe once on accident. Maybe once in a diabolical revenge scheme where you somehow got off easy. You think I would be in a revenge? Oh, you mean like I'd be caught in a revenge scheme? Okay, we had drama, but not like that level of drama. That'd be crazy if people were plotting like revenge schemes against people. Yeah, Eric. Yeah, Elf Lord. Does that mean if you were to play the game, you'd be called Ilwick Lord? Ilwick Lord. I grew up in a private school, preschool to 12. Oh. My school was public school. Okay. Okay, so I'll tell you guys. For me, I got detention not once, but twice. Okay, I got detention 2 times in my life, okay? 2 times. And I would tell you what happened. I got more detention for missing detention. You would skip detention? Dang, you were a rebel. Oh my god. I never got detention for missing detention. But no, okay, let me tell you guys. Okay, so my first ever after school detention, not just detention, but after school detention, right? Was actually because I didn't do an assignment. It was like 4th grade, I think. And I did the thing in 4th grade where I like procrastinated until like last minute. And so I had a book report to do. And so I spent like the entire night doing the book report, but I realized very quickly, I was like, I don't think I'm going to finish this. And so I went to my teacher, who was my favorite teacher, by the way. She was like my all-time favorite teacher. I loved her to the point where I accidentally called her mom. And I went up to her that day and I was so disappointed in myself, but more so worried about like the disappointment from my teacher. And so I went up to her and I was like, Miss, let's call her Miss X. Miss X, I'm so sorry. I didn't finish my book report. And then she was like, she did the thing. She was like, I'm not mad at you, Elf. I'm disappointed. And I was like, oh. And then she was like, I'm sorry, but that isn't after school detention because, oh no, I had detention 3 times. Wait, I remember. There's another story I thought about. But yeah. So I had after school detention because I missed my book report, which I was perfectly fine with. I was like, it makes sense. You know, this book report was something that we had like a month to do. And so, yeah, I had after school detention because I missed, you know, my book report. Scandalous, I know. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that was the first time that I had after school detention. And then the second time, okay, don't laugh at me, okay? The second time I had after school detention was because, I'm not gonna lie, I was passing notes with friends in math class in 5th grade. Like we were just passing notes to each other during math class. And my math teacher caught me with the note, which I didn't even start, right? But I was like, I got caught with the note. And so she was like, Elveira, what is this? And I was like, I didn't rat. I didn't want to rat, okay? Because I'm not a snitch. And so I didn't rat on my friends. I was like, oh, I was just talking with some friends, passing some notes. And so she was like, well, who are your friends? And I'm like, I will not say. And so she's like, well, since you're the only one to be caught with a note, you're gonna have to get detention for not paying attention in class. And I was like, okay. So yeah, that was my second time after school detention, was passing. Oh, it was my friend. She was talking about like a boy she likes. She was like, oh my god, Elf, this boy looks so cute right now. And I'm like, oh, hee. And so yeah, I got caught for my friend wanting to talk about her crush in class. Yeah, it wasn't anything bad. It wasn't like we're talking bad about the teacher. Yeah, it was just like, yeah, she's like, I have a crush on this guy. I can't believe he's in class right now. Oh my god, he's so cute, you know. And so yeah, I went to after school detention for that. And then the third time I had after school detention was actually all the way in high school. And this one actually was based off the merit system because our house was pretty far away from the school. And so every morning, Brovir and I would like eat breakfast and then go together, right? And so there were just some mornings where we were just a little late. And even if it's like 5 minutes late, the traffic is atrocious. And so there were times where I got to the school, right? I'm in the school. I'm literally like a foot away from the door. And then the superintendent, right? They had like a whole thing where like, by the time the bell rings, you have to be in your classroom or else you will be counted as tardy. And so, yeah, I got caught 3 times where I was late because I was like right outside the door before I could step into the classroom. And they're like, 3 demerits means after school detention. And so, yeah, I went to school detention in high school for being late to homeroom. Late, by the way, quote unquote late. But it's whatever. I was like, it's okay. It was like what? Half an hour of detention. And so, yeah. Also, I think if I remember correctly, I kind of cheesed my way out of detention because I did have to go to an away game, right? I had to go to an away game where I had to, you know, be the manager for the boys. And so I told the teacher, I was like, so I'm here for after school detention, but they're waiting for me because I need to go with them on the bus to go to the away game. And so they're like, okay, fine. You can be here for like 30 minutes, but then you go. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all 3 times that I got after school detention. Ooh, scandalous. But no, I was goody two shoes. I was a pretty goody two shoes. A pretty big teacher's pet, especially in like elementary school. Yeah. I wasn't the best student. I was still a good, obedient student, but to get detention, you really had to do some bad stuff and get caught in my school. Oh, even using your power on the sports team to get out of punishment. Oh, yeah, you know, I used my actual position of what I had to actually do to get out of detention. It's not even a lie. Like, that was the truth. I had to go to, you know, my away game, and my coach was texting me. He was like, "Elv, where are you? We need to go now." And I was like, "I'm in detention." I think the only thing that made one of my teachers upset was when I fell asleep in class. The thing is, right, I feel like as a teacher myself, right, for a little bit, I don't think kids that fell asleep deserve detention or like deserve to get upset at, you know? Because if someone's falling asleep in class, I take it more as in like maybe they're not getting enough sleep, or maybe there's something happening, you know, at the home where they just don't get enough sleep, right? And so for me, I would never punish the kids that would fall asleep in my class. I'll pull them aside and like talk to them just to make sure everything's okay, and then just like tell them to get back to class, you know? But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I don't like students getting punished for falling asleep. Or the class isn't engaging the student enough. Okay, well that's different. Like if they're, I feel like, okay, so there are some cases, I'm more so talking like pre-K up through 4th grade from my experience, right? But if it's like high school, okay, I had friends that purposely, you know, obviously tried to just sleep just to spite the teacher, right? So I think in like case by case basis for high school, it's a little different versus like, you know, pre-K up through like middle school and stuff. But that's why I think it's really important. I think it's important to not punish the kid, but to at least like pull them aside and just talk to them one-on-one like a real human being, you know? I fell asleep while watching a movie in history and got a 60. That's still passing. That's still passing. Aside from... what did she say? Sex ed? I'm not gonna lie, guys. American sex ed is like a joke. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I think about what they taught us, I'm just like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. They actually like busted out a banana and like, you know what I'm talking about. If you got that education in America, they busted out the banana. You know, they did the thing in the office that they did for the retirement home people, okay? So, yeah, that's very much like an American thing. Your teacher did not do that? Really? My teacher did. All my teachers did that for all of my classmates. They took out the banana and did the demonstration, you know, for protection. And so, yeah, that was very much a thing that I heard other friends do too, or experience from their education. And so, yeah. Especially when the hallways are jam-packed with other kids. Wait, no! It wasn't The Office. It was Parks and Recs. Parks and Recs is the one where they had like sex ed for the retirement home. I remember. Never mind. They did the banana thing in my school too. Yeah. It was so awkward. It was just like... it made sense, right? But I was just like, do they really have to do this on like a banana? But, you know, I was like, okay, it's better than nothing. I think education, any education on that topic is better than nothing. You know what I mean? And in order to get the education, you know, the parents would have to like sign a waiver. So, you know, it's like if they wanted to, they could, but if they didn't want to, they didn't have to either. We didn't have the banana thing. We had the full... Okay, that's kind of crazy, Gary. To bust that out in high school? In front of high school kids? I think that's a little... too much. I'd rather it be the banana than that. Yeah, I don't think that's appropriate for high school kids, you know? At least they tried. Yeah, at least they tried. She did have an anonymous Q&A box. She was like, I'm an adult. I've done it. If you have questions, I got this box. Won't name names, but I'll read your questions out loud to the class. I like that a lot. I think that's better. The anonymity, right? But also being able to legitimately answer questions that other kids might have questions too as well. I think is a great way to go about that type of education. So I like that method a lot. Hi, Senpai. Welcome on in. Hi, Callie. Thank you. My guess is they assume the kids had... Well, I think regardless, it's like if they're assuming... You know what they say. When you assume, you make a out of you and me. And so I don't think even if they were to assume that, that's appropriate. For a teacher to teach kids, I don't think that's appropriate. In my personal opinion. That stuff is very much like 18 plus stuff. It'd be different, for example, if it was like a model, like an anatomy model, but I don't know. That's a little weird for me personally. Are you a man? Be honest. Unfortunately, I am not a man or a femboy. If that's what you were hoping. Then again, in class, they showed us gross pictures of diseases and stuff. So, oh yeah, it's not really the shock reaction. It's more so fear mongering. Like whenever they tell like that back in the day, they're trying to fear monger teenagers into like not doing that stuff, you know? And so with fear mongering, that's not effective, you know, because that's not, I think with fear mongering, it's not going to be effective because all it does is, sure, it scares them, right? But it's not educating them. Education is always better than fear mongering, in my opinion. So, yeah. YouTube keeps accusing. Yeah, I don't know why. A lot of people on the YouTube side keep on being like, she's a boy. She's a femboy. She's a man. And I'm like, no, I'm not. It's the same thing too, you know. Like, there's a lot of parents that will like fear monger kids at a young age. And so, yeah, it's like a lot of times they'll instead of educating you about stuff, they will instead make them afraid to do something, right? And so, yeah, it's always better. Like for my parents, right? Like for my mom, my dad, they were very much the type to, yes, they did some fear mongering, you know, like don't do this because if you do this, this might happen to you. But they'd also explain it to me. And so I think that helped out with like the fear mongering on top of it, you know, like they actually educated me as to why, you know, they didn't want me doing these things. And so I was like, okay, I understand. Are you? Unfortunately, I'm not. No, I'm a grill. I'm a real grill. Yeah. If you give the kids the tools they need to know, it's been proven that typically they wait longer and take precautions. Exactly, right? Because it's like, you know, that's just hormones. That's just teenagers, right? It's like you can try to fearmonger them into not doing it, but teenagers, you know, they do things regardless if you tell them to or not to. If anything, they're in a rebellious phase of their life, right? And so I personally think it's always better to educate them. Like for me, you know, like I've given the talk about the birds and the bees to people younger than me, right? When I was in high school, to help them understand as well, like the importance of being safe. And so, yeah, I think education is always important. That's why for me, it's like, you know, I don't talk about topics like that, but in terms of like other stuff, right, on stream, like for example, if it's like, you know, skincare, if it's like perfumes, all that jazz, I take the time to like talk about it because I think it's nice to help people learn stuff that they may not have had the chance to ask about, right? Whether it was they didn't have the chance to learn about it growing up, whether they just don't know about it, right? And so I like to talk about it. Yeah, Bunny Grill. Yeah. I'm Bunny Grill, guys. Is that Unk? Do people still say that? Like, do people ask people online, like, are you a grill? Grilling? Okay, well, no, not like grilling an actual bunny, but grill, like, because that's how gamers would ask if you're a girl. They'd be like, are you a grill? It's been constantly proven that if you treat kids like people and you focus on their emotional growth, they grow to be much better people. Not exactly. That's the same thing too, actually. Fun fact, right? Like when it comes to talking to children, they actually told us as teachers to not talk to kids in baby talk, right? Like the, oh my goodness, look at you, you're so cute. Oh my goodness, wow, what's your favorite color? Like, don't talk like that, right? It's same with kids, actually. It's better to talk to them like you would talking to, for example, like another human being that's not a toddler, right? Because that way they're able to pick up on like the nuances, they're able to pick up on like the speech pattern better and the pronunciation of words better too. And so yeah, they say that when it comes to kids, you gotta just talk to them like how you talk to other people. I only use that voice with pets and with mean adults. You use that on mean adults? Wait, that's kind of what do you mean? Like you're like, oh, who's being a bad pusher right now? Oh my goodness, look at you being a mini bobini. Like that. If someone said that to another person that was being mean in front of me, I think I would lose it. I think I would crack up by just like how ridiculous it is. But at the same time, I'm like, dang. If you baby talk rude people, they get extra mad, so it's valid. I could never. I don't think I'd ever have the guts to be able to talk to people like that. But yeah, usually baby talk, I talk like that to, to my pet. Like, not my pets, but to like people's pets. I'll be like, oh my goodness, what's a good dog? Like over the weekend, right? All the dogs I encountered, I was like, oh my goodness, look at you. You spoiled baby. Okay, I spoil you. You got me. But I'm like the easiest person though to like, in terms of animals, right? Like if they want attention, I can't help but give them attention. I'm just like, oh, how dare you be so cute? How dare you use puppy dog eyes on me? How dare, how dare, how dare. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at you, little baby. What the heck, Yellow Ray? Not does that entitle good? I actually don't know what that one means. And you want a refund after they already were served? Oh, grown up! Oh, grown up! Oh, okay. I was like, wait, I have a question, guys. Okay, I have the ultimate test for overthinkers. Okay, I saw this tweet last night, okay? And it's one of those tweets where they have like this super long acronym. And they're like, if you're an overthinker, you know what it says. But if you're not overthinker, you won't know what it says. And so I want to ask you guys, okay? Do you guys know what this acronym stands for? Okay? Let me find it real quick. I forgot. I saved this because I was going to ask some friends. But I forgot to show it because I just forgot. Wait, let me go look. Hold on. I need to scroll through all my bookmarks. I can't believe, by the way, the Grimace menu is coming back. That was kind of wild to see. Where is it? I saved it. I'm looking. Give me 1 second. No. Wait. Okay. I think it's here. Oh, here. Okay. All right. So, let me screenshot this, okay? I felt so called out. I was like, wait a minute. Why do I know exactly what this says without even saying it? So, this is a question for you guys. Do you guys know what this says? Just based off... Oh, wait, I forgot to show the picture. I was going to show the picture of the burger. Look at that! That bun is huge! Sorry. I brought this up earlier because Yellow Ring brought up Fuddruckers. And I don't know what that burger chain is. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it before. But yeah, I saw this picture and I was like, what the heck? Why is the burger bigger than the patty? That burger... Or the bun's bigger than the patty. That's what I'm saying! I was like, why is it so big? It's like half the size of the burger itself, you know? That bun is half air. I mean, I would hope so, because if it wasn't half air, and you're eating that big of a bun, I would get full from the bun by itself from like a single bite compared to the rest of the burger. I'd be like, yeah, I think that's it for me. I think I'm done eating. But here's the picture for the vertical stream side. Look at that. The bun is huge. I don't like how the top looks. Yeah, that's how a lot of American buns look like. If you go to McDonald's, not that size, but they have that like roundness to them. And you're like, oh, okay, that's a little weird. The roundness to the bun. The sesame seeds? What? Do you guys not have sesame seeds on your buns? That's actually quite common. Here, let me show you. Oh, you do? Oh, okay. It is weird though. I don't know why they have it like bunched up at the top. I don't know why they don't have it like spread out. Yeah. They're more spread out. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I didn't think about that. I was like, that is a little weird how they're all like bunched up together at the top right there. But yeah, usually it's more spread out. Like, let me show you. Burger. Pick a little burger. Let me show you. So usually when we have burgers here in the States, here's like a regular burger that you would see from like McDonald's or something. Usually it's like this. It's more spread out like so. Ta-da! Oh my god, that picture is huge. Like this, right? It's like more spread out on top like that. That's how you would see like sesame. It's likely a style for Fuddruckers. Oh. Yeah, I've never heard of Fuddruckers before. I don't think it's the age thing, by the way. I saw your comment, Ring, about how you don't... How I am making you feel old, but I think it's just yeah, I don't know where that's from. Because I think different states have different chains as well. And so, yeah, I just never heard of Fuddruckers before. Those buns look toasty? Yeah, they're real toasty. Yeah, location-based. Exactly right. It's like how some places they'll have Shake Shack, right? Whereas other places they don't have Shake Shack. Or if you have In-N-Out, some places don't have In-N-Out. And so it just really depends. But Fuddruckers was a massive chain before they imploded. I have never heard of them before in my life. If only we had In-N-Out. I personally prefer Shake Shack over In-N-Out. I don't know if it's because I grew up eating Shake Shack on the East Coast, but I don't know. In-N-Out's okay. In-N-Out I think is a little overhyped in my opinion. Jollibee's good though. Jollibee, I feel like, yeah, a lot of places need more Jollibee. Jollibee is like chef's kiss, you know? It's like... I love their pineapple refresher. I love their peach mango pie. I love their chicken with gravy. Oh, so good, so good. But here, so this is the test I was gonna give you guys. All right, do you guys know what this stands for? Do you know? Do you know what this acronym stands for? Because I know. I looked at it for 1 second yesterday and I was like, oh my god. They called me out, guys. They called me out for being an overthinker. I'll give you guys a second to try to decipher it, okay? Before I tell you what it stands for. Oh, you can read it? Okay. Soup figured it out. Okay, all right. Okay. I deciphered half of it. Okay. You know the first one? Okay. Only the first 5 letters? Okay. All right. I'll give you guys a little bit more. I'll give you like another minute and then I'll say it. Okay, so you understand the I love you, right? I love you so much. So you got that part. I think that's common because I love you so much is an acronym that you see, right? Okay, so what it stands for, all right? It stands for I love you so much, but I don't know how to tell you, but I know you don't love me back. That's what it stands for. Not saying I've ever said this before, right? But as an overthinker, I knew it. I was just like, I'm pretty sure that's what it says. But yeah, once again, it stands for I love you so much, but I don't know how to tell you, but I know you don't love me back. And so that's the acronym right there, essentially. I can see it. The D, yeah, don't love me back is DLMB. Yep, yep. This is too English for me. Language is dead. No, not language is dead. It's just overthinker type of thing. Because I was like, overthinker? What do you mean? And I was like, oh, do you love me back? Yeah, I do. I tell you, ma'am, all the time. Okay, all right. Based on context knowledge of my acronyms, it kind of autofilled in my brain. Exactly, right? I think that's like the whole thing with it, is like filling it in. But the overthinking part is the latter half, where it's the, I know you don't love me back. You know, that's the overthinking part of it. That's why it's like most people will understand the first half, like the I love you so much, right? And then the I don't know how to tell you, but I know you don't love me back. That's the overthinking part of it. Demon Chan, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Because it's like overthinkers, right? They're always like, you hate me. They're like, do you love me? Would you love me if I was a worm? That type of stuff, you know, those type of questions. The first thing I as overthinker would do if I read that would ask the other person if they're all right, if their phone fell from their hands, or if they're having a stroke. Oh, I see. I wouldn't love you if you were a worm. Pass. Nope. That's truly. Oh no, that's me too. Like that was me, right? I told everyone that asked me that question, like, don't even ask me that question, because you guys know me. I have a phobia of worms. Okay, so that question doesn't count for me because I know. As much as I might love somebody, right? If you were a worm, I'm sorry. I will physically cry if you come near me. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm all right. Made to you. That's what I'm saying, right? It's like, yeah, if there's like any worm. Have you seen jumping worms? No, but that sounds scary, BB. That sounds really scary. I don't like that. I'm scared. Like for me, when it comes to like worms, right? Like I remember we had like trees that had caterpillars, and the fact that if they fall from the tree during the springtime from the wind scares the heck out of me. Like I don't even want to walk outside because of that. And so if you're telling me they can jump now, oh heck no. Oh no, I cannot. No. It's a specific species. Can we get a shot for BB, by the way, please? Some of the worms that I used to use as fishing bait scare me now that I'm older. Oh no. It's not just like I'm scared of earthworms. I'm scared of caterpillars. I'm scared of mealworms. I'm scared of like every single thing that's like creepy crawly. You know, I'm okay. I'm good. I don't want it coming near me. I don't want it on me. I don't want to see it. I'm good. Even if it's like I think we watch Hoppers, right? Hoppers, the movie, the one where the girl goes into the body of like the fake beaver, right? There's a scene because it's all about like animals in the like dam district, right? There's a scene where there's like a cartoon worm. I couldn't even look at that. I was like, no, thank you. I was like, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to see it. Tell me when it's over. Okay. All right, it's over. Okay. Thank you so much, Scissors. Hi, Belle. Welcome on in. Happy Wednesday. They can jump an inch high. Oh, heck no. No. Lizard's not wormy. Okay, so the thing that makes it distinct, right? So lizard is cute because it has like the hands. It has like the tail, right? But if it's like... I can't even describe it. It's like if it's like crawly, like slithery worm, like that texture of like the worms and like how soft they are. Oh, I can't. Snakes are fine because they have scales on them, you know? But it's just like the squishy texture to them, and I can't, guys. I can't. But yeah, Hoppers is the same movie where it's like lizard. Silkworms? No, I cannot. Any worms? No, thank you. Caterpillars? No. They can show me like the cutest caterpillar ever? No, I don't think so. I saw a 4-foot snake at work. It was a little baby. Aw, that's cute. Yeah, I'm okay with snakes. I don't mind. Snakes, perfectly fine. Because they have like a face to them too. I think that's another thing that kind of like weirds me out about it, is that they don't have a face. At least none that you can recognize. And so I'm just like, Those ones get to be 7 feet long. Yeah, I'm okay with that too. Like, even if it's like a big snake, I'm okay with it. Fun fact though, Mom Vera is the one that's not okay with snakes. But for me, if it's like a big snake, I'm okay with it too. I don't mind. I'm like, okay. Cat. No, but the thing is, right? They don't have like a recognizable face, like with the eyes on like a snake, right? It's just like, I don't know. I can't describe it. It's some do. Oh hell no! If I saw a caterpillar with like eyes, like how snakes do, with like a face, oh I'm done. I can't. I think that would freak me out more than like make me be less afraid of them. You know? Oh, silverfish I hate too. Silverfish is like, yeah, silverfish are different though. I don't hate them in the same way that I'm afraid of worms, but I don't like them because yeah, they're just like annoying. You know? Silverfish they'll like mess up your clothes, guys. You gotta get rid of the silverfish. Yeah, every silverfish that I see, I get rid of them. Yeah. I keep screaming when I see them. Like for me, right? Like I grew up in a suburbs, and so like our family, it's if you're in the suburbs, you can't help it because there's going to be, there's going to be snakes, or there's going to be centipedes, there's going to be house centipedes, there's going to be bugs. And so I grew up, being used to bugs being in the home. And so with things like spiders, I'm okay with it if they're in the house. If there's house centipedes, I'm okay with that too, because a lot of the times those bugs, right, are the ones to kind of get rid of other bugs. And so I'm like, okay, that's fine, we can coexist, But if it's like a silverfish, I'm like, oh heck no, I'm like, you get out of here, How are you okay with centipedes? I think it's from exposure therapy, because I've seen so many house centipedes in my life growing up. I just got used to it. And so if I see, I'm like, oh, hey buddy, okay, bye. But yeah, I got used to them over time. Which is funny, because with me, with my phobia of worms, it was like the opposite. I had too much exposure to worms that it made me fear them, if that makes sense. Because I used to, there's two reasons why I have a fear of worms. One is because of my learning of tapeworms at a very young age. They like freaked me out. I was so afraid I'd get like a tapeworm just because of, them being like a parasite and stuff. And then two, the second reason I got a phobia of worms is because I used to help my mom garden all the time. And so I was perfectly fine with like worms. I was okay with them in the dirt. I was okay with them, on the brick if they were on the brick. And so I was okay with them. But over time, because of how often I had to touch the worms with my shovel to like move them out of the way, the more that I felt them, the more it like creeped me out. And so over time, it became exposure therapy, but opposite, in the sense where I felt too many of them with my shovel that it made me just give me like the heebie-jeebies. And so, yeah, for me, I'm like, I'm okay, So, yeah, I just have a fear of worms. She'll probably never watch Dune. Actually, no, I think with Dune, I'm okay with that one because it's so big, it doesn't look like a worm. You know what I mean? Like, it's so big that I'm just like, oh, it's like a monster more than the worm. And so I think I'd be okay with Dune. Because it's the same thing too with Slay the Spire. There's that like one boss that's sort of the same, I feel like, as the Dune worms, and they have like the teeth on it, right? And so I'm just like, yeah, that doesn't really freak me out. Same with like Men in Black, there's like that monster too that also has like the big looking worm monster. I'm okay with that as well. If it's big enough that it looks like a monster, I'm like, that's fine. But if it looks more like a real worm or like a real caterpillar, then I'm just like, okay, I'm good, I'm all right. I wanted to watch that. I forgot why. I think it's because I talked about it. I talked about how I hadn't seen Dune yet. And so we were supposed to watch it together. I'm down though. I've always wanted to watch Dune. Yeah, big with the sharp teeth, exactly. I do have a Discord, yes. I do have a Discord. Yep. So you can check it out. Wait, let me send this to somebody. I should give this person a laugh. Hopefully. Let me see. Okay. All right. Guys, I've been yapping for like almost 2 hours now. I miss movie nights with the girlies. Oh, Gretchy. We should do that. We should do that off Kai. We should like watch a movie. If we have like a place that has a TV, we should watch something together. I'm gonna get you to watch a scary movie with me, Gretchy. What do you mean happy for y'all? If you come to off Kai too, Twirly, you can be part of it as well. I'm just saying, ma'am. There's enough time. There's like what? There's like there's 3 months left if you want to set a goal on stream for off Kai, you know, like a donation goal. Let's get Turley to off Kai. I don't really get scared, but I'm down. No, that's the thing though, right? I'm okay. Like I'm not really the type to get too scared either. I think it's more fun just to watch scary movies with friends. So yeah, ma'am, if you want to watch a movie, we can have our own like movie night, you know, at the hotel or at Airbnb if we can find an Airbnb, you know, for off Kai. I don't know. Perfect Blue is like, it's not really that scary. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was more like psychological than horror. It's not really like the scary movie that I think of when I think of like scary movies. When I think of like scary movies, I think more like Incantation. I want that type of scary movie. Like Incantation is a type of scary movie where I'm like, yes, please. I want to be scared where I'm like, I think it's gonna happen to me IRL. But not just that though. I also like scary movies where it's also goofy as well, where you can like laugh with friends about it, right? That's also really fun. I like either horror slop or I like the horror movies that scare the heebie-jeebies out of me, where I'll think about it, you know, for like the next few days. I'm just like, whoa, that was kind of cool. Like, oh my God, you know, what do you think about this lore? Oh my gosh, what do you think about it? Like there's another one. There's a scary movie that's Korean and it's the asylum one, the Gonjam Haunted Asylum. I thought that was so scary but so funny at the same time. I thought it was so goofy. Like it was so scary at first, okay, when I watched it, but afterwards it was so funny to me. Yeah, that one's pretty good. I don't recommend searching it up if you guys don't want to get jump scared, because the first picture you see is like the jump scare of the entire movie. But yeah, I don't know, it's funny to me. That was good. Yeah, that was good. Yeah. I think so too. Or like even watching stuff like The Conjuring, right? That stuff is kind of, it's fun because it's scary, but it's also really funny at the same time too. But yeah, I love scary movies. I love watching scary movies. I can watch scary movies all day, every day, right? I love scary movies. I was giggling when everyone was like, oh, right? Yeah, I remember with Gonjam, right? I was in the dark watching it and I had my hands up to my face because if I get scared, I'll do the thing where I'm like covering my eyes on my face, but not really. I'm still peeking through because I'm curious at what's gonna happen. And so I'm just like, oh my god. Yeah, that was fun. I would love to do like another, you know, girls' night watch party. If you want a silly horror, I recommend Dude Bro Party Massacre 3. Dude part what? I don't think I've heard of that one before. Let me see. Dude. Wait, I copied it, but I didn't copy it. Why? What? But yeah, I've told you guys this before, but there was a period back when I used to play Animal Crossing all the time in like 2020, 2021. And we would stay up the entire night because we wouldn't start watching movies until like 4 a.m. And so we would watch movies at 4 a.m. Eastern up until like noon. And this is when I used to stream at like 2 p.m. Eastern time. And so I'd watch all the way until like stream time. I would sleep for like an hour or like 30 minutes. And then I would start stream. And then I remember I didn't tell anybody this during the stream, but there were some moments where I was like decorating Animal Crossing and I was falling asleep because of how late we stayed up watching scary movies. But yeah, it was like a whole group of us. We would just start watching at like 4 a.m. Eastern and we'd finish at like 12 p.m. the next day, or I guess like the same day. What the heck is this? Dude Bro Party Massacre? This looks more like gore, though. I don't know. It's like with scary movies, if it's like too gory as well, it's less scary. It's more just like as some people say, gore corn. But not corn, if you know what I'm talking about, right? Because when it comes to scary movies, there's like different types of scary movies. There's like psychological horror. There's shock horror. There's gore horror. There's torture horror. There's horror slop. And a few other categories as well. And so I feel like, yeah, I don't really like the gore corn horror as much because it's more so, yeah, it's more like the shock value of like the blood and the stuff like that. I want more like sort of like a combination of like psychological thriller mixed in with like, I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, I guess more psychological horror. I love your hair. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's also a parody of slashers. I see. Yeah, slashers aren't really my favorite. I think because I watched a lot of slashers growing up, you know, and so after watching a lot of slashers, I got kind of bored of it. I want more like, I want a combination of where it's like not too much jump scares, not too much slasher, more so the type of horror movies that suck you in and make you think about stuff, you know? Like it gets your theory crafting juices going. You're like, okay, I think this gonna happen, and this gonna happen. Body horror and gore can be a bit much for me, depends on though. Because Ash versus the Evil Dead TV series was fine-ish, but I do like the psychological stuff, so not much jump scares. Jump scares, though, I think are fun for, like, watch parties with friends. Those are fun, because then you can get scared together. You can scream together. Like, I remember when we watched Incantation in Texas. That was really funny. We'd be like, oh my god, guys, oh my god. How much did you pay for your avatar? So I don't usually say the price of my model, and I think a lot of people don't say the price of their model because nowadays the prices of models are so varied depending on the artist that you go to. And so I don't want to give a price and then people expect the same quality or expect the same price for models from other artists. And so I would say if you want a model, it's always better to get a personal quote from the artists themselves that you're looking at, because once again, every artist is different. Every artist has different pricing, different standards. And so, yeah, I would say I don't like to say the price of mine. But I will say though, okay, just to give you a general idea. The price of like my first model was around 3K total for both the art as well as the rigging. So 3K total for my first one, which was the first outfit. Femboy! Wait! Femboy Tobiasco! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. If you guys received a gifted membership on the YouTube side, please make sure to thank Femboy. Thank you so much. What the heck? Thank you. I hope you guys enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay as a tea bun. Thank you so much. Thank you for the member. Thank you, Tobiasco. That was very sweet of you. Thank you. Thank you. Do you got an R voice? Are you the same person that asked me this like an hour ago? If so, this is the voice that you hear right now. Good night, Debbie. Thank you for stopping in today. Hi, Femboy Tobiasco. Thank you. Thank you so much for the gifted. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah. So 3K actually, that was funded by my chat. Whenever I talk about like projects like this, right? That's why I also don't mention it, because 3K is a lot of money, but it was thanks to my community for funding it that I was able to afford my model as well as the rigger. And same thing too with this outfit. This outfit was possible thanks to chat as well. That's why I say when it comes to, you know, things like subathons or donathons, they always go back into the stream unless I say explicitly that it's not. And so, yeah, like for example, for the move, right? If I had done a donathon for that, I would have said, okay, this donathon is for the move, right? But yeah, no, and if I don't say it, then everything else that goes into the funding for what you guys give to me, whether it's memberships on YouTube, whether it's subs on Twitch, they go back into the stream, whether it's my model, whether it's events that I do. So yeah, 3K was the price of my model, rig, and art, thanks to my community. Also, I don't know if we did this already, but can we get a shout out for BB as well, please? BB is also a wonderful artiste, and I recommend you check them out if you have not already. In terms of horror films, I recommend the really campy and silly Attack of the Killer Donuts. Let me see this. Give me 1 second. Here, let me pull it up. It looks like Goosebumps. It looks like a story that you'd read in Goosebumps or something. You know what I mean? I used to read that, by the way. When I was a kid, I used to read Goosebumps all the time. Like, I would read Goosebumps. I would read scary stories to tell in the dark. And so, yeah, I was really into scary stuff from a young age because it was interesting to me, you know? I was that friend at recess sometimes when I wasn't hanging out, you know, with the boys or the girlies. I would be with like a group of friends and I'd be like, you guys want to hear me read a scary story? And they'd be like, okay. And so I'd be the one to read stories from scary stories to tell in the dark. And I think that's where I had my love of like narration for stuff, right? Like how I narrate on stream for visual novels. I used to do that all the time in elementary school. Wait! Femboy Tobiasco, thank you so much for another 5 gifted members. Wait! It's called a VTube. I love it. I tried to create my avatar, but I spent like 4 hours on it. Then I stopped. I don't want to do it anymore. Big respect for people's. Oh, that's completely understandable. I have friends as well that have also made their own models. And they have spent like a year, you know, if not more sometimes, making their model art alone if they don't rig it themselves as well. So yeah, it takes a long time. It takes a lot of work, a lot of patience. Hence why models are so expensive, because artists are pricing the models for the hours that they're working, right? And so that's why you have artists, for example, like if you know about Nanolist, right? I think when I first discovered her models are set at $10,000 for the base art. Or like the one outfit along with the base art is like 10K from when I first found her. And now it's increased a lot more, right? I believe, if I remember correctly. But yeah, artists charge so much money for models because the amount of time that they take working on it is like the same as if they were to be paid the same amount. For example, like, okay, if you think about it, if someone gets paid like 4K, right? For a 9 to 5 for 1 month, same thing, right? Same thing with the cost. If the artist is working on the model for 1 month, they need to charge it at 4K because that's the amount of money that they would make if they were working like a 9 to 5, right? And so that's why I tell people when it comes to artists, I can't tell you, I choose not to tell people the price of my model a lot of times because once again, every artist is different. Every person's price is different. And so for me, I was very grateful because I actually commissioned my art at a time where it wasn't really super oversaturated in the VTubing community. And the artists that I commissioned, they were just starting out, I believe, for like my, or not starting out, but they weren't really, how do I say it? Like they were popular, but not to the point where they had like blown up, right? And so a lot of times that will happen to people. It's like you'll have an artist that's popular, right? But then you'll have like a really, really big streamer that gets a model from them and then they blow up. And because of the demand of their work, they need to price their pricing more to fit with the demand of their work. And so, yeah, that's why nowadays at this point in day and age of VTubing, it's oversaturated. People are demanding models left and right from artists. And so they need to price it at a more expensive price to make up and pay for the work that they're putting in and the time that they're putting in. So yeah, it's different for every person. Thank you, Guardian. And thank you so much again, Tobiasco. Thank you so much for another 5 gifted members. And once again, if you received a gifted member, I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge or your member badge. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay as a tea bun. Thank you again, Femboy. Let me see. My girlfriend's an artist. I'm too kinda, but that's so much effort. It is. That's why I know a lot of artists as well that also prefer to commission someone else for their model because they just don't have the time and energy to work on their model along with other people's commissions. And so yeah, I know a lot of artists that have commissioned other artists to do their models too, which is perfectly understandable if you want to do that for yourself. They respect for viewing avatars. Can concentrate on for a year, not 4. Hi, Serena! Oh my goodness! Preciosa! Hello, my preciosa. Welcome. My artist literally upped her price after making my model after she A, crashed out, and B, I insisted on paying her a bit more for it since the work didn't seem fair for the price. Exactly! Right? That happened to me too. Like, I remember when I worked with my artist and my rigger, I remember when I first got their pricing, I thought this was like way below, you know, their work that they were putting in. And so I usually, when that happens, I try my best to tip artists. Like if I'm working with an artist and I feel like they're way undercharging, I'll make sure to tip them because, you know, I feel like they deserve more for the work that they do. And so I completely understand that. But hi, Serena. Hello, ma'am. How you doing? I'm really excited to play some Marvel Rivals today with you. But yeah, please go check out Serena if you guys have not already. She's so cool. I am really glad, once again, to have been able to meet her this year. And it's always such a fun time, you know, hanging out with her or chatting with her or playing games with her. So please go check her out if you guys have not already. Also, Femboy Tobiasco, thank you so much as well for the brand new membership. I hope you also enjoy your emotes as well as your member badge. And I hope you enjoy your time here with us as a T-Bun. Thank you, Tobiasco. Thank you for being a member on the YouTube side. Hi, Grace. Welcome on in there. Love crashing out when drawing a model. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Twirly, she drew her own model, guys. She drew her own model, and that's huge. Like, the artists having the power to be able to make their own model and being able to put in that time to make it happen is amazing. I have so much props and respect for artists. Whether it's for their own model, whether it's for others' models, I'm just like, whoa. I've accepted that I probably won't ever make my money, any money from artsy stuff. So nowadays I do it for the love of the game. And I need to practice more, but at least I'm happy. Yeah, honestly. And you never know, right? I would say never say never. Maybe you can do it where it's like a hobby that can pay on the side as well. You know? I think it's fun. It's fun to do something that you enjoy and then even potentially, you know, get paid for it if you want to get paid for it. Hi, Dr. Delirium. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Thank you. Also, thank you so much for the subs. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, Trilly's model looks phenomenal. It looks amazing. I'm enjoying the stream. First time here, but I subscribed already. Thank you, Tobiasco. I'm really enjoying our conversations as well. Yeah, it's been fun. Today's conversations have been lasting a little bit longer than I usually do. I'll chat for like an hour or so, and then I'll like hop on in, you know. But yeah, I think for me, I'm okay with just chatting today. I think we'll save Magical Princess for like another day instead. She's watching. You bet I am. Oh wait, I just saw your message. Oh my goodness, man, you want to play? I'm so down to play. I didn't know if we wanted to wait until a bit later because I know some of the collab friendos are not going to be able to make it until a bit later, but I'm down to start now if you want to start now, ma'am. Here, let me go ahead and swap my category. So we'll do Magical Princess another day. But first things first though, before I hop into Marvel Rivals, what I'll do is I'm actually going to do like a quick break just to get some coffee and then we can start. But yeah, let me
Hey ho, Paul as well, Alve Blankies.
I grab. Okay, all right. Moose, by the way, thank you so much, Moose. Thank you for 38 months. I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay as a tea bun. Thank you, Moose, for 38 months, almost 40. Can we get some love and some hype in the chat, please, for Moose's resub? Thank you. Thank you. I heard that too. At first, I thought I said hey ho, but yeah, I heard the hope afterwards. I was like, oh, hope. I was like, ho? All right. Okay. So give me 1 second. But yeah. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll just raid into the waiting room and then we can go ahead and get started after I come back from coffee. So I'll give you guys some points to combo with. But yeah, sorry guys, if you're looking forward to Magical Princess, yeah, we'll just save it for a different day since I really enjoyed just chatting for today. So I'll give you guys some points to combo with. And then I will be right... Oh, wait! Tobiasco! Thank you so much for another 5 gifted members! What the heck? That's so nice of you. Thank you so much. Can we... Oh my goodness. Can we get some love and hype on the Twitch side for the 5 gifted members from Tobiasco on the YouTube side? Thank you for all of your gifted subs today and for all of your support. I really, really appreciate that. And once again, if you guys received a gifted member. I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your member badge. And I hope you enjoy your stay here as a T-Bun. Thank you. Hi, Grace. I'm doing well today. How about you? But thank you so much. Oh my god, I'm bald Vera. Sorry. Bald Vera jump scare. Sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna do a quick coffee break and then we'll come back. I need some coffee. Sorry. I didn't mean to jump scare. Sorry. Don't worry about that. You didn't see that. I don't know what you're talking about. Bald Vera where? Okay, alright. But yeah, so what will happen is Serena and I are gonna start off with Marvel Rivals. And then I think Eric's gonna pop in a little bit, maybe like a little bit later. And then same with Belila. Belila's also hopping in a little bit later, but I think he's hopping in a little bit later after Eric. But yeah, it's probably just do some like quick matches until we're all together for some PvE. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm looking up something real quick. Okay. Alright, yeah, is this good? Alright, looks like this is good. Waiting room, good. Okay, alright. Thank you so much for the head pat here, Collector. Thank you. Thank you for the head pat. Okay, alright. But yes, so for the YouTube side, for the horizontal stream side, I'll send you guys over into the waiting room for Marvel Rivals. And then I will send you guys over into... actually, no, yeah. For the Twitch side, you guys are good. But yeah, YouTube side, you'll be transferred over. But it should happen automatically. Thank you, Hero Collector. Welcome on in. But yeah, I'll be back here in a few minutes. Just gonna take a break, and then we'll get started. So, I'll be RB, okay, guys? Be right back. Okay. I'm gonna go to bed, but I have to watch some anime first. So, good night. Sleep well. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your night, and I hope you also sleep well, too. Enjoy your anime. Bye-bye, Tobiasco. Alright, guys. Be right back. Au revoir.